Good evening, calling all amateur radio operators. Welcome to the Crooked River Amateur Radio Club's Tuesday night VHF net. My name is, as soon as I can pronounce it, my name is Pat. My call sign is November 8, Oscar, Quebec, Papa. However, for the purpose of this net, I'll be using the club call of Whiskey 8, Charlie Romeo Charlie. This is an open and directed net. All amateur radio operators are invited and encouraged to check in. Doesn't matter your club affiliation, doesn't matter as long as you have the privileges and a license. Come on in and check in with us. This is an open and directed net, as I said. All traffic will go through net control, and since emergency traffic may pop into this repeater at any time, we ask that you allow small pauses between any transmissions so that this type of traffic can float in here. Purposes of this net will be, is to bring together all amateur radio operators for the exchanging of amateur-related ideas and information to keep club members and the amateur radio public up to date with our club meetings, our happenings, and to enhance the net operating practices. This net meets every Tuesday night. Oh boy, I got Monday on my mind. Tuesday night at 7 p.m. Local time. I'm going to start with announcements, and then I'm going to ask for check-ins from anybody that has announcements that they'd like to get in the front of our net. Once that's complete, I'll take regular check-ins, at which time I'll ask that you give me your call sign, repeat it phonetically, and then follow that by your name. All the check-ins are done. We will close the net after repeating the announcements and one final call. Moving on to the announcements, I have several. As far as the Genocide race, a lot of you guys a lot of people know that this is happening Thanksgiving Day from roughly 7 a.m. to noon. Artie is in need for one more person. He needs one more. He needs one more volunteer to actually fill that out. He's not doing too bad on the race itself as far as getting it staffed, but he still needs one more person. The other thing, or two things that I should mention, is number one, our next club meeting will be December 3rd, I believe it is, a week from tomorrow, at which time we'll be discussing final arrangements for the Christmas party and some other stuff. It should be an interesting meeting. On that subject, we do have a club special going on. If you join us now, we won't bother you again for dues until February of 2026. So you're getting an extra couple of months free. We did this last year and it worked out pretty well. Seems to be going pretty well this year too. So if you're thinking about on the fence about joining us, we got a good club here. It's good people in it, and I can't say enough about it. But if you want to join us, there's information on how to do so on the website. You can get a hold of me, and I'll give you information, whatever ways we need to do that. Great. We do have regular meetings coming, our last meeting other than the Christmas party coming up December 3rd, and that will be at the Oak Hill Presbyterian Church. The address is 2406 Hardwell Avenue. It's in Akron. It's in more or less the Ellet area. Come on and join us. Come on, check us out. We love visitors. You'll go away knowing that we're a real fellowship club. All the guys in this club are really, guys and ladies, are really something else. And also, speaking of the Christmas party, that will be December 18th. We're going to start gathering somewhere about 5:30. The actual, we'll have about an hour. I'm figuring between 6 and 6:30 will probably be a little bit of fellowship. Sit down, have a drink, whatever. And then we'll probably try to order by about 6:30. And we'll be hopefully be eating by 7-ish. And then there will be some small things going on afterwards. I got a couple of surprises. So, and it's not what everybody thinks. So just get that off your mind. Anyway, let's move things on here. I think that's all the announcements I've got. Are there any other announcements from anybody anywhere that would you'd like to get on the front of the net so everybody can hear it? If there is, please call W8CRC now. KC8NOV, did you have something?
I'm sorry, I had to come back to the radio. KC8NOV checking in.
Want to do the thing about that, what we discussed?
SCS Summit County Skywarn. The National Weather Service is holding their annual Skywarn Recognition Day. It is December 7th this year, 2024. There will be also a Special Recognition Day special event from the National Weather Service starting at 00 Zulu or U2C to 2359 U2C on that day. The objective is for all amateur radio stations to exchange QSO information with as many amateur radio Skywarn spotters and National Weather Service stations as possible on the 80, 40, 20, 15, 10, 6, 2, and 70 meter bands. Break. So again, on December 7th, there will be a special event for the National Weather Service, so Skywarn Recognition Day. So if you are available, have fun checking in. There will be a contest available there. The AWRL will be airing during the event using the call sign WX1AW. So you guys can reach out to them as well if they're on any of the frequencies. Thanks, Pat, KC8NOV for K8SCS Summit County Skywarn.
All right, Marty, thank you for that. That ought to be a fun event. I'm thinking that they've never really tried a full day's worth of that. It ought to be kind of fun, and everybody's invited to do that. It's just if you're a Skywarn spotter, even if you're not even interested in Skywarn, the NWS facilities will be on HF and everything. Be a chance to try out your equipment and see where you can make contacts to. So I appreciate that information, Marty and Marty. And blah, 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 blah. Let's see, that's all the announcements I think I've got. Now I got a kind of a neat trivia. Where are you going to spend Thanksgiving? Not going to give you choices. I know I'm planning on spending mine here at home. We're going to have some friends over. My kids are coming over. Should be a fun time. And with the weather being like it's supposed to get, I think I may be glad I made that decision. But anyway, tell us where you're going to take and spend your Thanksgiving. Marty, do you want to expound on that before we close that off?
Oh yes, we'll be going to a friend's house to stuff the bird, KC8NOV.
Sounds like a good time to me. All right, let's open this. Is there any other announcements before we do the actual general check-ins? If there is, please call now. Okay, that being said, now I got to get my pen, and we're going to start taking some check-ins here. If you'd like to check into our net, and by the way, scanner listeners, if you want to see about getting into amateur radio, which I know some of you could, please check out crarcham.org for information on how to get into it. We do have license testing coming up after the first of the year, and this is a great hobby. You need to join. It'll be a lot better with you. Anyway, let's move things on here. If you'd like to check into our net, please call W8CRC.
KE8HNK Mobile.
KE8HNK. That's Elmer. MER. Got you, sir. Hang on a minute. Anybody else?
KA8GKG, John in Akron.
KA8GKG. Got you, John. Hang on a second. KOHN. Anybody else, please?
KB8PRK, Springfield Township.
KB8PRK. Got that? Hang in there, Ted. And anybody else?
N8UKM, in and out, no traffic.
Okay, Chris. Before you go, where are you heading up for Thanksgiving?
Oh, we're doing it at my son's house. Gonna have over 20 people there. Happy, happy, joy, joy.
You got a cook?
Oh, no, thank God.
Well, then it is happy, happy, joy, joy. All right, thanks for the check-in. We'll catch you. Anybody else, please?
Whiskey 8, Charlie Tango Mike, carry it, Portage Lakes.
Okay, got you, Carrie. CRY. I think that's 5 of us, so let's go ahead and slip it back to the top here. What's up, Mr. Elmer? KE8HNK from W8CRC.
KE8HNK, mobile here at W8CRC. How you doing, Pat? It sounds kind of like this evening the cat got your tongue there at the beginning of the net and spilled all the syllables, so, but good job running the net anyhow. Yeah, I'm mobile and back from the store. I got the XYL in here with me. Do you want to say hi? No, she's, so, anyhow, other than that, just wanted to say you're going to spend Thanksgiving with family here in town, and of course, other than that, nothing else but for the net. Just wanted to say 73, everybody stay healthy, stay blessed, and back to net control.
Okay, Elmer, I'll check you in as a check-in plus one. We will make her feel welcome and know that she's been checked into her first net. With that, we'll go ahead and move things on here. KG, there's a voice I haven't heard in what, 3-4 days? Geez, seems like forever.
Good evening, Pat, and hello to everyone on the net. Yeah, well, I haven't heard you either for a while, but anyway, yeah, we did chat, I think, the night before last, but doing well here. I see the HF was just roaring today. The 20 meters was just stacked up, and 15, and I think even 10 had some traffic on it. So I spent a little bit of time in the radio room today. I didn't make any contacts. I was just listening around to see what's going on. But it was a nice, relaxing day. Thanksgiving here, I don't know. There's a chance I'll be working. There's a chance I won't be working, but I don't know yet what that's going to be. They want me to come in tomorrow, and I could have gone in today, and I didn't know about it till about noon. And so I didn't go today, and I'll make a decision at 6 o'clock in the morning what I'm going to do tomorrow. Thanksgiving, probably be working, maybe not. I hope not, because it's going to be cold. But we're going to go to my son's, and my granddaughter's coming to town, and we never get to see her. She's 23 and in college doing postgraduate work, so she's busy all the time. All right, that's all I have. Oh, Pat, I do have a question. Well, I'll talk to you maybe later tonight or another evening about that formatting that card and updating the firmware on the 7300. With that, back to net control from KAHEKG.
Okay, John. Just quick, if I can just give you a couple of tips. You'll need a computer and a card reader to do that. You just plug these card readers usually just plug into the USB. You can put it in there, tell it to format it, and then I think you have to go in on that 7300. I think you've got to format it there. We can talk about it afterwards. It seems to me you got to format it over there too. So you can ignore the first step I just said. We'll talk. Anyway, let's move things on here. This is W8CRC, and we're over to Mr. PRK. Good evening, Ted.
What's happening, Pat? Everybody else? Yeah, it wasn't too bad of a day today. We got some sunshine, but from what I understand, don't get used to it. Gray cement skies are going to be the norm for a while. And that is this time of year. You got two of the cloudiest months of the year, November and December, January. Yeah, we're there. We only got about 2 minutes to lose on sunrise, or sunset, I mean. Yeah, we're pretty much bottomed out. Anyway, yeah, I heard the space station today. I haven't heard that for about 3 weeks. I've been listening just about every day, and it just wasn't around, or nobody was using it, but I doubt that, because every time it makes a pass, there's always a boatload of users on there on the crossband repeat frequencies. But I heard it today, so I guess everything's in good shape up there. With that, I'll turn it back to you there, Pat. KBPRK.
What's the plans for Thanksgiving?
Uniontown.
Oh, it sounds like fun. The varsity or what?
Brother.
Oh, okay, that works. All right, thanks for the check-in, and we'll probably talk to you on the other one there later on tonight. I should be around at least for a little while. I don't really have a whole lot planned. But anyway, we'll go ahead and move on here to Mr. CTM Carey. Good evening, sir. welcome aboard.
Well, good evening there, Pat, and good evening to everybody on the net. Well, I don't have anything for the net, that's for sure. It looks like we're going to get a little bit colder here well, we're going to get cold, I hope. Maybe this will be our cold spell for the winter, who knows. And I guess up in the snow belt they're going to get snow and whatever, it's winter. And, at least next 3 or 4 months it's winter, so we'll deal with it. We have forever. Anyway, I really don't have anything else, Pat, but as far as Thanksgiving, going to go to my niece's house. They're not going to have it till Saturday, and so it'll be what it'll be. Eat and visit and go home. I don't have to cook or think about what I'm going to eat, just eat. Anyway, that's all I have this evening. Everybody have a great rest of the night, and we'll turn it back to you there, Pat. W8CRC.
Yeah, we're going to take and do about 32 pounds of turkey carry. So we'll be fat and happy by about this time Thursday night myself. So anyway, at least you ain't got to cook. That's cool. Anyway, that brings us to the end of the list here. So let's see if there's anybody else out there that wants to check in with us and move this thing forward. If you'd like to check in with our net, please call W8CRC.
W8CRC from Kilowatt Echo number 8 Queen. John in Cuyahoga Falls. Good evening.
Okay, John, we got you, sir. Hang on. Let's see if there's anybody else out here. We'll come back to the top here in a second. Anybody else out there, please call.
Kilo Foxtrot 8, Charlie Yankee. Bob, beautiful downtown Firestone Park.
HCCF. Bob, good evening, sir. And hang on a second. Anybody else? Okay, let's double back up to the top here. KE8Q, good evening, sir. What's happening?
Good evening to everyone on the board there. We're just kind of clicking through all the channels or frequencies here, if you mind. We're up here in Cuyahoga Falls. Name is John. Where's this repeater at? Is this, I'm kind of new to all this. Been away for a while.
Where you're getting into is actually in Wadsworth, but the actual transmitter is in Akron U up in Akron.
Roger, yeah, we started off way back when Scotty and KUCN and all them was still around. I guess most of them have cleared out. I'm still hanging on there. So anyway, heard you talking, got a good signal on you. Hopefully mine is too. I'm got a new Yaesu 65 here. Yeah, I bought that TJ system or something like that. Yeah, and it loads up to all the frequencies and everything right on there. It was pretty neat. So anyway, we're just learning and trying to get back around this KEAQ back to net.
Yeah, John, well, you're welcome here anytime. We usually meet here on Tuesday nights, as I pretty much told you last week. And thanks for checking in, second week in a row. But, we're usually here from 7 to about 7:30 on Tuesday nights, and there's usually one of us or more that hangs around this repeater or listens to it most of the time. So if you get bored and want to talk, just key up and see if anybody's out here. If there is, we'll come back to you. So have a good evening, sir, and by the way, what are you doing for Turkey Day?
Okay, yeah, I got my siblings and everybody. I don't do any cooking, so hopefully it'll taste out a whole lot better when they do it. So, yeah, we'll wish you happy Thanksgiving to everyone, and we'll check out.
Okay, sir. Have a good evening, and thanks for checking in with us. KECCF or CCF. You'd think I'd know this by now, Bob. Anyway, what's going on, Bob?
KF8CCY, and not much is going on. I got on 10 meters today and made some more contacts. Still going good with that, having fun. The only other thing I got is Turkey Day is going to be spent here at home with the wife, eating too much and yelling at the TV screen. Back to net control, 73 is all.
Yeah, we'll be doing that mean old thing called watching football too. I got several games that I've got to keep an eye on for my weekly picks. And Thursday especially is going to be a big day for NFL football anyway. And then, of course, we follow into the Monday night game with the Browns and Denver. That's going to be a tough one to call too, but we won't go into that. Anyway, y'all have a Bob, have a good afternoon or good Turkey Day there. We'll probably talk to you beforehand. If not, have a good day. Brings us to the bottom of the list again. Anybody else want to check in with us before we reread the announcements and do the final call? If there is, please call now.
N8RKA.
N8RK. Hey, good evening, Art. Was wondering if you were going to be here. And yes, I made your announcement.
I heard. I was gonna have to call you later and ask you if I was gonna have to write a script for you on how to talk.
Yo, mama. I mean that in jest.
My cousin from Pennsylvania called me the other day and said that was the best Pittsburgh and Cleveland game that he's ever seen.
Yeah, it probably is in the top 5 here.
He thought it was a good game even though Cleveland won.
Well, Cleveland and Pittsburgh always has issues with Cleveland, and Cleveland always gets fired up for them. But because of people I know are listening, we'll just behave ourselves and not really bash the Steelers or the Browns or anybody else.
Okay, I'll agree with you on that one right now.
Anything you want to announce or anything? Any updates on what I said?
Hey, you did it perfect.
Thank you. You'd think after 32 years I would.
But you gotta make yourself a note on how to identify a net, though. I was laughing.
You'll get over it. I know I did.
You got it. It was the best game I ever saw, and they won by 6 seconds.
Hey, Pat, I'll let you get back to what you're doing. N8RKA.
Hey, thanks, Art. And like I said earlier, Art's looking for one more person for the Genesaur run. If you can find yourself available, I know he'd appreciate the help. So if you need to get a hold of him after the net or get a hold of me, I'll get you information on getting a hold of him. So anyway, let's go ahead and move this thing on. Is there anybody else who wants to check in before we read the announcements? Please come now.
Recheck.
Uh-oh. afraid to ask. Go ahead.
So, Pittsburgh's always had a hard time up there in Cleveland for whatever reason. But one thing is guaranteed, that when they get into the playoffs, they won't have to worry about playing at Cleveland Stadium.
I don't think I even want to go there, Ted.
Sounds like a big ooh to me. This KAQ.
Ted's a Pittsburgh fan. Ted's a Pittsburgh fan, John, and there's no helping them.
Start.
I've always been a Browns fan, no matter what.
So have I. As you know, it's my team. It's where I live. Anyway, let's get out of that mode and see if there's anybody else who wants to check in. If not, we'll go ahead and read the announcements and get this thing out of here. If you'd like to check in with our net, please call.
W8ORC.
W8ORC. That sounds familiar. Somebody from another certain radio club, I take it. What's the name there?
Matt, it's Chris. Summit County Amateur Radio Society.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to let everybody know that December 14th, we will be doing an ARRLBE testing session for all license classes at the Craftsman Lake Park in Porter's Lakes at 4450 Rex Lake Drive. And you can get additional information at scarsohio@gmail.com. That's Sierra Charlie Alpha Romeo Sierra Ohio @gmail.com. That's December 14th, 1 o'clock p.m. in the afternoon. And all are welcome, but it would be nice to know that you were going to come. So with that, I'll turn it back over to you, Pat. Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Oh, so you're not doing a thing where people have to pre-register, huh?
Well, we'd like to know you're coming, but no, it's not necessary. We'll be prepared for walk-ins day of.
Yeah, I think we're going to probably do the same thing when we start doing ours. All right, thank you for that info. That was December 14th. DC14SCARC.org. Is that correct?
No, scarsohio@gmail.com.
It's SCARC or SCARS?
CARS, Ohio.
Okay, scarsohio.org. All right, got it. I'll reread it at the end of the announcements, and I'll probably do it in the next net. Anybody else want to check in before we close this up? Please call.
Correction.
Ed.
At gmail.com, there, not org.
It's SCRS Ohio at Gmail. No, okay, I got that.
We don't have it. We got a paid site, but we just don't have it up and running yet. So, thank you very much, W8ORC.
Now, if you're looking for one that's already pre-hosted, let me know. I might be able to help you.
Okay, thanks, Pat.
Got one hanging around. And at OQP, it's good for another 2 years, I think. Anyway, we'll talk. Like I said, if you'd like to check in with our net, please call. announcements. Remember, we got somebody that needs some help as far as the Senasor race. That'll be Thanksgiving Day from about 7 a.m. till about noon. If you want information about that, please get a hold of me or Art, N8RKA, and we'll fix you up here. We've got club meeting coming up on the December 3rd. That's probably going to be the last business meeting that we have for the month or for the year, and we will be discussing pretty much plans for next year, plus last-minute preparations for the Christmas party. Let me break. We do have a club special going on from now until February, where if you join now with the $20, you can actually get a couple extra months free. We won't bother you. Your dues won't be due until December of 2026. Pretty good deal. We did that last year and had pretty good effect with it, so decided to do it again now. Christmas party is coming up December 18th. Remember, it will be at the TGI Fridays on Steele's Corners Road. I'm eventually going to ask for people to give me an idea on who's coming. So if you decide you're going to come, just keep in mind I may want to know so I can tell these people how many to plan for. Break. Okay, the next thing was the testing from the scarsOhio.gmail.com. They're doing a testing session December 14th of 1 p.m. It'll be an ARRL test, so it'll be, I think there's a $15 fee with that, but it'll be open to all the licensed classes. And I think that about wraps us up. We've covered the trivia question. All right, let's see if there's one more round here. If there's not, I'm going to go ahead and close things up. If you'd like to check into our net, please call. All right, I'm going to go ahead and prepare to close this net. I'd like to thank everyone that took the time to join us this evening, and thank you for taking the time and the time out of your busy day. It's getting into the holidays, and this is going to get busier and busier till these holidays are over with, and I realize that, and I do appreciate your time. Without your participation, there would be no net. This has been Pat, and my call sign is N8OQP, and it's been my pleasure to host this evening's net. At this time, I will go ahead and close the net with, looks like 1, 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 check-ins. Actually, 11 check-ins. If you add Elmer's plus 1. There'll be 11 check-ins for this evening. Not too bad for a net right before Thanksgiving. This is N8OQP, and I'll go ahead and close the net and return the repeater to normal and customary amateur radio use. This is Whiskey 8, Charlie Romeo Charlie, closing the net. And, wow, we ran long this today. That's 7:40, so 40-minute net. Not too bad. Y'all have a good week. Happy Thanksgiving, and we'll see you in a week. N8OQP. don't know if that was somebody trying to check in or what, but it was really noisy and I couldn't pull anything out.
It was probably me, Pat. This KEAQ.
Okay. Alright, I didn't know who it was there. I'll go ahead and be on the quiet side here. I'm going to finish my dinner. And QP.
Special call signs R2024DX and UE34DX will be on the air to mark the 34th anniversary of the Mealer DX Club until the 30th of November. The operators are on the air from Milarova, Russia, QSL via RQ7L. Listen for Daryl, AB2E, and John, K3TEJ, operating CW, SSB, and FT8 as AB2E/VP9 and K3TEJ/VP9 from Bermuda, IOTA number NA005 until the 26th of November. They're focusing on 30, 17, and 12 meters. They'll participate in the CQ Worldwide DXCW contest with a call sign VP9I. See QRZ.com for QSL details. Juris, YL2GM, and Eugene, EA5EL, will be active as XV9X from Phu Quoc Island, IOTA number AS-128 Vietnam until the 2nd of November, using CW, SSB, and FT8 on 1/6